So, essentially, the project is due, like, tomorrow.
What time?
Like, when we have class, 12:30.
That's not a lot of time.
No, it's due, like, tomorrow. I have no idea what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And, Douche Tits wants to make a dogma movie.
Oh, what? Like a movie about dogs?
No.
I don't understand.
Dog Me 95.
I thought you, wait,
I did.
Dogma, Dog Me,
Right.
or Dog You? Which one?
Yeah, no, both.
At the same time?
It's all
Dogma.
It's yeah.
Like the Kevin Smith movie.
No. See, that's a thing where it's like, you know how like Madonna is named Madonna, but is not the Madonna as in the Virgin Mary, and like Jaws is a movie about a shark, and Deep Blue Sea is a movie about a shark, but they're like totally different movies.
So it's different, but the same name, but it has two
Right, it's totally
names.
different things because
Okay.
Kevin Smith
But
doesn't
Dogma
make.
and Dog Me are the same thing.
Right.
So why does he want to make a dog moit movie? Like,
I don't know.
what is it? What does it entail? I don't understand.
Okay, well the thing about it is it's completely retarded.
It's like a
What?
wormhole.
It's kind of complicated. I don't usually like talking about it
That's
because
very
it's so stupid.
contradicting. But yeah.
It's masochistic and
Can you just like start at the top and explain? Because I'm very lost. Yeah.
All right. Okay. But I'm gonna need to get butts.
So they wrote the entire
Manifesto.
manifesto
Yes.
in 45 minutes?
In 45 minutes, whilst shit-faced.
Wow.
Yeah. It was the most influential manifesto-type document that Lars von Trier ever penned, completely shit-faced in 1995.
Did he do other?
By far. Oh, no, he did nothing else. What you have to remember about Dog Me, though, is that there are a lot of rules.
Okay.
Conveniently, I have the entire list in my pocket, printed on paper. Yeah.
Hey, do you think maybe I could get a copy of that?
No.
Oh. Well, where do you get a copy?
I printed this off of Wikipedia.
So couldn't I technically print it off of Wikipedia if I wanted it and then I'd have my own copy?
No. Because you don't have a printer. Anyways, shall we begin?
Yeah.
Okay. Rule number 1. This is kind of important to the whole dogma.
Right.
Filming must be done on location. Props and sets must not be brought in. If a particular prop is necessary for the story, a location must be chosen where the prop is to be found.
So you have to go and find everything?
Yeah, like let's say you wanted to shoot a movie about the Titanic. Well, you'd have to take the fucking submarine to the Titanic and shoot there.
Like in the movie The Titanic?
Like in the movie The Titanic, except,
Okay.
you know, they have to go underwater the whole time.
I
Like
see.
the whole,
I see.
then your actors would have to wear scuba suits.
That's so challenging though. It's like giving you a guideline, so you have to go and find those things and have your world opened up instead of just making it like in a cardboard playhouse per se.
I have no idea what you're saying.
You know, like
I'm just gonna go to rule 2.
that's fine. Okay, yeah. We should read the rules.
Yeah, no, we should. Okay.
Okay.
This one's kind of okay. Yeah. The sound must never be produced apart from the images or vice versa. Music must not be used unless it occurs within the scene being filmed, i.e. diegetic.
What's diet? Is that like an eating disorder?
It might as well be. I have no idea what it means.
I hope not.
Kind of a restriction. Nothing too big. Nothing like number 3. Number 3.
What's number
Number 3 is a train wreck.
Well, what is it?
check this out.
Okay.
The camera must be a handheld camera. Any movement or immobility attainable in the hand is permitted. The film must not take place where the camera is standing. Filming must take place where the action takes place.
So the camera has to come to
Bring the
action.
cameras to the action. Don't bring the action to the camera,
cameras.
man. You know what I mean? I don't know what the difference is.
To the cameraman.
But all shots must be handheld. That was pretty funny. I'll give that to you. All shots must be handheld. No tripod, no dolly, no jib, no Steadicam. If you want to use any of those things, you gotta handhold that.
But your hand still isn't on the camera.
I think it counts. I think it counts. I think it's okay.
Are you allowed to use a vehicle if you're like hand holding and
Like a van?
driving? Yeah.
Well, have you ever heard of Bang Bros?
No.
They basically make Dogma 95 style pornography. It's crazy. Like they bring the camera to the chicks.
And do they use vans
Yeah.
to pick them up?
Yeah.
That's why my mom
It's
told
some
me to stay away from
avant-garde
vans.
amateur porno, man. I'm serious. Like Dogma. The next one's kind of lame.
Okay.
The film must be in color. Oh, here's a big one. As part of the same rule, special lighting is not acceptable. If there is too little light for exposure, the scene must be cut or a single lamp be attached to the camera.
Wait, so if it's
You can't light anything. You cannot light anything.
so if it's too dark,
You can put a light on the camera or cut the scene.
but
That's it.
but not both.
No.
You couldn't light the
It
scene.
wouldn't even
and
make
then-
any
and then
sense
cut
to
it.
do both.
I see. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of like that because, well,
You kind of like that?
I kind of like that, and I'll tell you why.
All right, tell me why. I'm listening.
Because think
I'm
about
listening.
the
Just
location.
Keep telling me.
If you need to
No,
go,
no, stay there. Stay there. Keep telling me. Keep telling me. Just, I'm listening.
okay, if you need to go to a location to seek out, whatever it is that you need to seek out, you could find yourself in Somalia or something, and
Or Afghanistan?
even there, they have different
Iraq.
plugs. They have different plugs.
They do.
No
They
matter
also have
where.
different broadcast formats and specifications and
Exactly.
stuff.
But they should probably just use this one. Keep everything the same. But you wouldn't have to bring plugs or lights or worry about voltage or
you open this?
converters. It would be fantastic.
It would be really fantastic. It'd be almost. I know. It'd be almost as fantastic as the next rule, which is optical work and filters are forbidden. The next rule is the film must not contain superficial actions such as murders, weapons, etc. Because weapons is an action.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you have a weapon, that's a huge statement. I would go so far as to call it a dialogue. Like,
Right. I
just
mean, obviously,
buying
you
a gun.
cannot possess ownership of a gun without it firing on its own and therefore being
It's
an
so
action.
true. Have you seen the bumper stickers and the people in the streets with their little signs?
I've opened
About
fire on the people in the streets
gun-
just because I've owned a gun.
Case in point. Case in point.
Well, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Guns kill people.
No, absolutely. Dogma. They know all about me, man.
Guns kill people, and spoons make people fat.
This one's kind of lame. It's not really as aggressive, but temporal and geographical alienation are forbidden. That is to say that the film takes place here and now. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm pretty sure that means you can't make a period movie, like that whole Titanic thing. You wouldn't even be able to do that in the first place.
Well, you couldn't anyways because
it's
it would have to be underwater.
Temporal and geographical alienation.
Like temperatures?
Yeah.
So you can't
Like you can't,
change
if
the
it's cold,
temperatures.
but it's not really cold, then you can't make the movie because the movie says that it's cold, but in reality it's not cold. So that's
So that idea is
temporal
just out.
alienation.
That goes along, I think, with better acting because, for example, in The Little Rascals in the 30s, before they had unions,
Before they had temperatures.
no, there were temperatures, but they were cold. So So there weren't warm
There
temperatures.
was always cold?
And they'd just stick the kid
Oh,
in the well.
no, it was
They
the
stuck
it was the
kid
Ice
in the
Age.
well.
Yeah, no, I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I got
in
you.
the 30s.
It was the Ice Age of
wicked long
cinema.
time ago.
Right.
Wicked long time
Yeah.
ago. And he was shivering
All the time.
because it was cold.
All the time.
It wasn't like, oh, you're in a well, you're cold. He almost.
He was in a
He
well?
got hypothermia.
Did he die?
No, but I mean, the
Dude,
footage
you know
came
you
out
can't
great.
have that.
The
Okay, that's a
footage came out
superficial
great.
action. He was murdered by the goddamn temperature.
He wasn't murdered. He got hypothermia.
That's what
You
I just
see?
said. That is what I just
You
said.
see?
Listen, hold this for me.
Sure.
Okay, the next one. Genre movies are not acceptable. So apparently you can't make a movie in a genre because that's not acceptable.
What's a genre?
A genre is how your movie is categorized.
So,
And therefore, you can't make a movie that can be categorized.
is Dogma a genre?
Well, technically it's a film movement.
Hot dog.
I mean, I guess they kind of circumvented that whole problem by doing that.
They're circumventing a lot. And it's very creative.
I don't know if I actually believe what you're saying. Okay, this is a big thing. This is a big thing. Actually, this is stupid. Okay, the final picture must be transferred to the Academy 35mm film with an aspect ratio of 4:3 that is not widescreen. Originally, the requirement was that the film had to be filmed on Academy 35mm film, but the rule was relaxed to allow low-budget production. Get this. So they had this bizarre, like, mandate of format, and they realized that, like, the demographic of independent filmmaker that this whole thing was catering to couldn't afford the fucking film to shoot on, so they had to relax the rule. I mean,
Well, that was
isn't it just?
just wonderful of them. I mean, to be so considerate. Wow.
Yeah, that
They
was
sound
nice
like
of them.
great
That was
people.
very nice of them.
And smart, too, you know?
I don't know
I'd love
if-
to make a movement like this. Or maybe just a movie to start, you know? We could make one.
I don't know if you should. You might want to listen to the last rule though of the thing.
Okay.
It's. You have to wait till we get to the landing because you're gonna kind of. It's pretty. It's a doozy.
Okay. Should I sit or something?
Should you? Well, you can lead.
Okay.
Tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. The director must not be credited.
Wow. That is heavy.
Yeah.
You weren't kidding.
I feel the weight currently.
Me too. Do you feel it?
No,
I do.
I do too. I was just kidding.
Yeah, I knew that. I could tell. I could tell.
Well, I'm good. I'm glad that you could pick up on
Yeah.
it. So, the cool thing about this rule
Mm-hmm.
is that it takes by far, what is the most important role that there is in filmmaking
Yeah.
and completely obliterates it.
It's
mind-blowing.
It's so new.
It's mind-blowing.
It's so different.
It's postmodern.
You said it.
I did. I just said that.
I mean, the idea that somebody can take all of their effort and spend all that time
And obliterate it.
just
The director does not receive credit.
the
The director
any
does
credit
not
is not
take
received
credit
by,
in the
by the
credits
director.
of the movie that
I mean,
he made.
that is just, that's like a martyr would do that. I mean, until they're canonized, because then everybody notices them. But originally,
But they can never be canonized.
Why is that?
They can only be canonized if they're credited. Because
Right.
then they would be shot from a cannon into a building or an ocean
Metaphorically.
because of the dogma laws of physics.
I think what you're trying to say is that they couldn't be canonized because then somebody would have to give them credit and know that they made the movie in order to do that. What if somebody found out who directed it, then they would receive credit even though it wasn't their fault.
Oh, you're saying
And
they would
even if-
receive underground, some kind of vicarious spoken mouth
through
credit.
word of mouth and people knowing the person, even though they were trying to be selfless and just create art into this world, and then somebody probably, you know, that was too proud, like flipping Odysseus or something, yelling his name from the shores to the guy with the eye, you know?
Sauron?
So you know what we have to do, or rather what we should do.
What?
In order to not be cursed through making a movie and spending all our time on it, which is the first step really, is we need to make one of these movies, first of all.
We do.
Yes, we need to make one of
We
these
do.
movies and use all our energy and put it into making one of these movies. But as directors,
So you want to
co-directors-
actually set out to make a movie
yeah,
that
yeah.
tells you that
Yeah.
you can't light as the movie would call for. You can't portray a murder as a movie would call for. You can't even put a goddamn camera on a stupid fucking tripod if the movie should call for that.
See, I knew, you know, everyone else, all those other film students.
wanna
as
make
they
a
say,
movie.
Wouldn't get it, but you get it, Dave.
You want to make a movie
get
where
it.
you don't get credited for your hard work.
That's what I'm saying.
What are we going to do?
We're gonna not.
So we don't make it.
No. We pour our energy into making it, and put that creativity, with me now, into the world. But we don't let them know we did it. Shh, because before anyone can see it, we burn them.
We burn the film. We burn the film.
We burn the film for the class project.
We burned the film.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
At dawn, or maybe like right before class, because I have trouble waking up.
As do I.